Since last week, we've played 3 games, the girls basketball program. So I'll just kind of fill you in on what we've done those 3 weeks. We last met and we talked about Lincoln Prep and how tough they were going to be. And I don't know if you got to come out to that game, but our girls played really well against Lincoln Prep. We held them to 50 points. They'd scored 70 the night before. We battled physically with them. We did end up coming away with a loss, but we would count that as one of our best games so far this season. So we were happy with how they played and their intensity level that night. We finished 4th in our own tournament on Friday night, and just maybe not one of our best performances. Offensively, we just weren't able to get the ball to go in the hole against Smithville, and so we didn't come away with the win there at 4 o'clock on Friday. We worked hard over the weekend and came back Monday and got our first win of the season on the road against Oak Park. Just had a really good game where we were able to play great defense and actually score the ball some on Monday night. So Friday is a pretty important night for us. It's our annual Orange Out. It is a guy-girl doubleheader, so we would expect to see lots of people out for the girls' game as well. We will be raising money to support a former Heritage student. She's now a Liberty Middle School student, Kiana Kenny, who's battling leukemia, and she's pretty close to our program, as Coach Morley was one of her teachers. And so we just want to make everything that we do that night about her, and we expect you guys to come out in your orange.
How are you guys preparing for Grandview this week?
Well, Grandview's going to be similar to Lincoln Prep. It's going to be a physical game, up and down a lot. We might see some zone out of them. So we did see some zone against Oak Park Monday night, which was good for us to work on our shooting. Our shooting percentage was pretty good for playing against a zone. So we're looking forward to preparing a lot the same way, just making sure that we're playing physical, making sure that we're rebounding. We'll be outsized as we are oftentimes, but we can handle that just fine.
Are those freshman girls that are playing up this year, are they playing as expected, or how is that going?
Well, I think anytime you have a freshman, I don't know what we expect of them, but our freshman class this year is really, they're doing a good job of being consistent, working hard for us in practice, earning their minutes through just their hard work and their intensity. So I would say they're probably playing above expectations, although we would hope that the expectation that anybody who comes in is ready to play at a good level. So,
do you think getting 4th place in the tournament affected the team's morale at all, or did it just stay the same, or did it get worse?
I would say that on Friday afternoon after our performance, our morale was definitely down. As coaches, we were disappointed in the performance. The girls were disappointed in our performance. The intensity that we had shown on Wednesday night was definitely not there on Friday night, but we were able to work hard this weekend. Had Sunday practices are always tough, but girls in Kansas City play on Monday, so you always got to practice on Sunday. It's hard to come in and play, but we kept our intensity up Sunday afternoon, and we were very pleased to have a bounce-back win on Monday.
What are some key things you're going into Friday's game that you're going to focus on in practice?
What we've been focusing on mainly is our defensive pressure, our defensive intensity, playing with a lot of passion, playing with a lot of fire, making sure that we control the ball. We don't turn it over very much, so we're working on that all the time in offense or in practice. On offense, we're working on our offensive execution versus a man or a zone. So those are the things that we'll work on against Grandview, because we're not sure exactly what we'll see against them just yet.
Even though you haven't won as many games as you wanted, do you think your season will still be pretty good and hope to get some more wins?
Yeah, I think obviously wins are what people look at, and we want to have more wins as well. And I think probably in each of the games we could have put forth some better offensive execution and come away with wins. So we're disappointed that we don't have more wins, but ultimately it's about growing and it's about learning how to play together as a team so that we work towards having a program that's strong enough to come away with wins anytime.
So having a young team, but also having your daughter on the team, how cool is that? Is that a good experience?
Yeah, it's definitely a cool experience. It's something that I wasn't sure we wanted to have happen, and have been back and forth with the program, and I'm here. As special as it is for me to have my daughter, it's the whole freshman class is pretty special to me because they've obviously been my daughter's friends for years, and I got to be their 8th grade coach last year. So while yes, I like to see my own daughter, I like to see all of them. So it's a really, really fun group of girls, freshman through senior. But
how are you doing today?
I'm doing good today. We only have 5 more days to wake up for school.
You excited for Friday?
I'm always excited for game day.
With the break coming up, what do you plan on like doing over break to keep your girls like fresh and just keep going through the season?
Yeah, we practice almost all of break, which is something that's interesting. For most programs do basketball programs, but basketball goes over both Thanksgiving break and Christmas break, and if you make it long enough into the state tournament, it goes over spring break. So we keep our girls fresh. They're off for maybe 3 or 4, sometimes 5 days right around Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But I mean, we'll be in the gym for open gyms that are optional if they're traveling, but then we'll have real practices almost every day. So, well, thanks so much, guys, for your questions today and for following our team. We really appreciate it. We really would ask you to come out dressed in orange on Friday night for a bigger cause, which is Kiana and her fight against leukemia, but also to hopefully see some good basketball games. We'll have all 4 teams will be playing: JV men, JV women, varsity women, and varsity men. So we hope to see everybody there on Friday night. Thank you.